tracking for you on the broadcast, where we are getting to know that there is a likelihood of Rahul Gandhi speaking in the Parliament today at 3 p.m. This is, of course, taking place ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's response in the lower house with regards to the constitution debate that is, of course, a heated subject in the Parliament at this point of time. In fact, he is slated to speak at 5:30 p.m. is what we're learning. And of course, after the remarks that were made by Sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav, now we're getting to know that Rahul Gandhi will be speaking in the Parliament at 3 p.m. So, of course, all eyes are on his remarks as well. And of course, right after that at 5:30 p.m, the Prime Minister is expected to respond to all the statements that have been made in the Parliament. Again, this is the big story of the day that we are tracking for you at this point of time. So again, developments taking place at this point of time as we speak. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Akhilesh Yadav have already spoken in the Parliament. Rahul Gandhi now expected to address in the Parliament in the lower house at 3 p.m. and of course, right after, it's the Prime Minister of India who is going to be speaking in the Parliament with regards to the constitution debate that is, of course, in day 2. Developments there taking place at this point of time. The big focus for today, the constitution debate and day 2 of it. Meanwhile, joining us at this point of time is Mr. Chandar Mishra, political analyst. So thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, of course, it's the day 2 of the fiery debate, the constitution debate. Rahul Gandhi expected to speak at 3 o'clock. The Prime Minister, of course, is going to speak at 5:30. How do you see things panning out? Mr. Mishra, if you can hear me.
So, will you please repeat the question? I was not alert here. I was not here.
No, that's fine. So I'll repeat it. We're, of course, talking about the constitution debate, the big focus for today in the Parliament. Rahul Gandhi is expected to speak at 3 o'clock. We're all, of course, looking towards the Prime Minister's speech at 5:30 p.m. How do you see this panning out?
Actually, it's the question of not the political parties or politics. It's the question of our constitution. And as everybody knows, that constitution, our constitution gives us also the right to amend it as and when required. And there are many such amendments, starting from controversial to means something for the good of the people, like say lowering the voting age from 21 to 18, or even during that emergency. So all these amendments were there. So it's not only the question of politics, it's the question of the people and the welfare of the country and the rights of the people at the right time, or depending on the time or the changing time, what we need to change. So the question, it's the one earnest request is that it should not be politicized when it comes to constitution. The debate on constitution must be done keeping in mind the welfare of the people, and specifically how the changing times needs us to amend the things or change the things for the good of the people. So that is that. Be it the Prime Minister, the leader of the House, or be it the opposition leader, whoever he may be, the entire responsibility comes under the Constitution, that how we can better the conditions of the people, and so also safeguard the interest of the people and the country and the nation as a whole. So there are certain things which are yet to be addressed, and I believe those things should be brought under the constitutional debate. Like there is a time when we brought in the right to education. Right to education, for that also we amended the constitution. We also amended the constitution regarding that appointment of judges to Supreme Court and High Court. So there are many things which are done, and now at the time when we are targeting a 5 trillion economy, at that time the bridge to bridge the gap between the top 1% and the bottom 50%, which is the wider gap, and to ensure the say right to work, that is now call of the hour. Right, like we introduced right to education. Now is the time also to introduce right to work. That is a very vital point, and right to work means right to livelihood of the people. So I believe and I request our leaders, including the leader of the house, including the leader of the opposition, all not to politicize the things. Parliament is not for politics, and constitution is not also for politics.
All right. Okay.
It is for democracy.
All right.
So
So
to consider